Hey friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you are new here. My name is Julie. I am a mom of 5, a homeschooling mom, and I love to take opportunities to encourage other homeschooling moms. And so today I'm just going to share with you guys some of my homeschooling favorites. Now, I really don't want people to watch this video and feel like they're pressured into buying more for their homeschool. I'm all for minimalist homeschooling. You really don't need a lot in order to educate your kids. What I'm sharing isn't going to be curriculum. It's just going to be other helps and products that I have found that have really been beneficial to our homeschool. And these are things that, it's not just like, oh, you need to buy this. These are things that I've purchased and we have used over and over and over again. Don't feel pressured into needing to buy more and to consume more for your homeschool. But if you're looking to buy a few extra things, these are products that have been well worth their while for us. I'm gonna start with some small things here. So I have had this book ever since my oldest was in kindergarten, and all of my kids have used this in kindergarten. I've also, through the years, bought a couple other of these wipe clean books, but this is the first one I ever bought. It looks like it's been used a lot, but it has all these different pages with tracing to do. So the kids use a dry erase marker and they just trace the lines. I have another book similar to this, but it's an alphabet book where they're learning to trace the letters of the alphabet. So this has been used over and over and over again, and it's reusable, which is great. My youngest is entering junior kindergarten in the fall, so I'll probably buy a couple more wipe clean books, make it fresh for him. Another product, this one is fairly new actually. I only bought it for my current first grader, so I haven't used it for years and years, but it's been really, really good. So it's this little pouch. It comes with all these different wood dowel block things. They're 3-letter words. There's one for each vowel in the alphabet. So you have your letters, and then you can turn the blocks to make all these different words. And then there's another one with O in the middle and another one with E in the middle. So just a lot of 3-letter words for your child as they are just starting to sound out simple words. Another product I have had since my oldest was, probably kindergarten, are these counting bears. These have been used so much. They're fun for the school age kids. They're also fun for like your 1 or 2 or 3-year-old to just play with, dump and play with. Our lid broke years ago, but they are all these little bears. I know that Learning Resources sells one that's all fruit and another one that's different animals, but the options are endless for how you could make these educational. So there are 3 sizes of bears. You've got your big bear, your medium-sized bear, and your little bear. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to show this, but there are 3 different sizes, and then of course all the colors. You can use this for adding, like, okay, 2 bears plus 1 bear, or you could do patterns. You can also buy or probably print up different pattern cards that you can use these with, but super durable. Like I said, we've used them through 5 kids now, and those have been a lot of fun to have in our homeschool. Another product we have that I didn't realize when I bought it just how much we would use it and enjoy it, but it is this scrunch map. We have this one, which is a world map. We also have one that's a Canada map, but I bought this back when we had no space. Like, we were in a very small home. We had no space for a globe. Now we have a globe too. We do still use this a lot, but great for when you have minimal space. And so you take your map out and it can open up, looks just great. You can flatten it out, but then when you're done, you are not ruining it. It won't rip. Like, it's this, I don't know what this material is called, guys, but it's a great material. It doesn't rip, it doesn't tear. I even let my little ones play with it and I'm not worried about them wrecking it. Now, when I put it away, I do kind of fold it up and nicely put it into the bag. My kids will just like crumple it and stick it in the bag, and that's fine too, because like I said, it's durable and not expensive at all. So we have the world one, we have the Canada one. I'm sure they sell a US one as well. And then you just tuck it into the bag and it is just perfect. Look at how tiny that is. Perfect for when you have not much space. Another favorite that I have shared so many times over the years, they are these learning wrap-ups. I remember using this, so I'm a second generation homeschooler. I was homeschooled all through my school years, and so we had these when I was growing up as well. But I love how independent these are as a flashcard replacement. So this is the addition wrap-up, but we also have multiplication, subtraction, and division. So I'm just gonna unwrap this and show you how it works. My kids have actually been using this recently because I said we need to work a little bit more on our times tables. So you would take whichever one you wanna do. So your child needs to work on maybe their +6s. So I'm just gonna get a little closer here in your space to show you how this works. So you'd start here and it says 7. So 6 plus 7 is what? 13. So you would come across and meet right there. It's a little bit much for little hands to learn, but once they've learned it, super simple. So now I'm on 4, 6 plus 4 is 10, and then I'd go up to 9, and so on. So I'd go all the way to the bottom, and then at the back, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it has all these lines, and so as long as your string lines up perfectly with all those lines that are on there, then you know you have all the right answers. And so as a mom with lots of kids and limited time to be doing flashcards, I love how independent this is. They don't need me there to be assisting them. And I'm always a fan of keeping hands busy as well. As they're learning, when they can keep their hands busy too. That's a win-win. So again, this isn't a pricey thing at all. I think it's probably $12, but so worth it. Another favorite, I could not find it. I could not find our copy, but it is the Letter Factory DVD. It's by Leapfrog. It shows all of the letter sounds, and it's just so entertaining. My kids will just sit and just be glued to it. So I love that Letter Factory movie. It is a great educational show to teach your little ones their alphabet and their alphabet sounds. The next thing I wanted to show you guys, it is just these pencil crayons. So every year I buy a new set of these pencil crayons for my kids. They are just by Crayola, but they are the erasable pencil crayons. So each of my kids has their own little pencil case, and so I buy one set. It's like a pack of 24, I think, for each of them, and put it into their pencil cases. And we just love that they are erasable. My kids use them for school. They use them throughout the day for different things. The Crayola brand is great, and so this is definitely one of our favorites through the years. The rest of the things I have to show you are less like educational things for the kids and more things for me as a homeschooling mom. So the first thing I want to show you is a laminator. I know this is a very popular favorite and I didn't have one for years. I bought this 2 or 3 years ago now. And man, if I had known how, for one, if I had known how cheap they were, like if you have 25, 30 bucks, you can buy a laminating machine. And if I had known how simple it was to use and how much I would enjoy it, I would have bought it earlier. But you just have to buy laminating sheets to go with it. And then you just put a paper inside a laminating sheet, run it through, and you have a laminated piece of paper. It is great and it has been used a ton to go along with that. So when I started putting together our own curriculum, I buy our curriculum, but it's printable. I knew I wanted to buy a binding punch. So there are so many binding machines on the market. So many of them are bulky. I loved how small this is. I still have fairly limited space in this house, especially for like office supplies. So I wanted something that didn't need to be always out. I could tuck it away and then pull it out when I want to use it. So this is my binding punch. It's pretty, I would say it's pretty pricey for what it is. Like it's so simple for a binding machine. I guess it's still one of the cheaper ones on the market. And again, I use it a lot, like a lot, because I make our school books. So I am using this a ton. So you also have to buy the little coils, but they are reusable. So these are clickable ones. You close them. So I will just show you, I did grab a book. So this is one book I've printed out. This is my Bible book. So I've laminated front cover here. And then this is how the binding looks. Really clean, really professional looking. And yes, I love this. If it ever breaks, I will go straight onto Amazon and buy the exact same one again because I am that happy with it. The last thing I wanted to show you, and I mean, it's not specifically a homeschooling thing, but I love my Happy Planner This is the Create 365 Happy Planner. This is my case. I don't usually close it. I usually have it just open, sitting in my little office space, but it definitely is easy to close and bring wherever you want to go. So I will try to just kind of put some more footage right here over the planner so you can see it a little bit closer. But it has your monthly look, and then it also has a weekly pages. I don't do much on the monthly page, but I do use the weekly pages every single day. It has these 3 columns here daily. So what I would do here is on the top column every day I write AM up here, PM down here, and then I write down, you know, we're doing this sport, or we're going here, we have this appointment, that up there. Here I write my daily to-do list, and then on the bottom every single day I'm writing out what workout I'm doing that day and what subjects we're doing for school. So I come back and look at my planner many times throughout the day, and maybe if I wasn't a homeschooling mom, I probably would still have a planner, but wow, as a homeschooling mom, I find having this planner so helpful. I am definitely committed to the Happy Planner brand. I got my first planner from them, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago, and now I just get a new one each year. It really helps me keep my life on track. So those are some of my favorites. Please let me know down in the comments what some of your homeschooling favorites are. There's so much out there, and I know it can get overwhelming when you look at, you know, how much money you could be spending to get this and that, and then you're spending so much money and it's just too much. So I love having just a few favorites that we really enjoy. I'd love to hear what your favorites are as well. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more mom homeschool content, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.